Hello guys, Super Technocat here back with another video. I'm going to do an update on my retail parts collection, August 29th, 2018. And one of the main reasons is because my local department store, Younkers, went out of business today after their parent company, Bonton, filed for bankruptcy. Now, if you guys want to know why, because Younkers themselves, I think, in my opinion, were doing fairly decent, but the problem is that basically the parent company Bonton acquired too many chains similar to Yonkers. Carson's, Herberger's, Elder Beerman, Bergner's, Boston Store. And that put $1.1 billion worth of debt in their account. And with that, with the transition from online to online shopping, they weren't really able to keep their sales up to date. So, and with that, sales kind of went downhill. And they kind of ran out of money to kind of put effort back in, so they filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11, meaning they can reorganize the company, back in February. And in April, they filed for Chapter 7 because no bidder was found at the bankruptcy auction that wanted to keep the company running. So, and the only people who won the bid for the auction was two liquidation groups, Great American Group and Tiger Capital Group. And they officially liquidated the company today and are now, since the sale's over, they're pretty much packing everything up and calling it quits. So, but as to remember Yonkers, I actually acquired quite a few parts from them. So to do that, I will show you guys. So right here I have explore more brands, colors, and sizes by shopping online at Younkers.com. This was actually sitting in a glass pane board that was hanging on the front entrance of Yonkers at Valley West. For those of you guys don't know, Yonkers Valley West was one of the ones that we went to a lot because it was one of the least crowded ones and it was closest to us. And this was the only thing they had left that was Yonkers label because everything else they had was pretty much picked over and gone. I mean, there were people drilling the intercom system out, ripping chandeliers, light fixtures. Pretty much everything you see was just total chaotic when it came to fixtures. And there were like people coming out with a big haul of tables and stuff. So yeah, that's the great thing about liquidation is that you can get great deals and amazing fixtures. Right here I have in my receipt area, I have 4 Kmart receipts and 2 Sears receipts. This one came from Sears at Lindale Mall, which closed in mid-July, and Yonkers is now closed from there too, which leaves Von Meyer as the only anchor tenant left. And then here I have a Sears from Crossroads Mall in Waterloo, Iowa, which closed in early April as a plan to close stores nationwide at that time. And unfortunately, they lost a pretty rare elevator there. So unfortunately, that put a pretty big damper into elevator enthusiasts. Actually, I didn't see it. It was actually blocked by, but actually I have 5 camera receipts. I have 1, 2, 3 from Kmart on Hubble Avenue, and 2 from Kmart on Hickman Road, which Hickman Road was the only closest one to us, because the other one on University closed in 2014, so, and unfortunately, the final Sears and Kmart are closing due to not being profitable, in quotations, and unfortunately, that'll put an end to Sears and Kmart here by the end of this year, so kind of stinks, but that's just how things are. And right here I have many, like 6 Yonkers receipts from 1 from Yonkers at Jordan Creek, and about 5 to 6 receipts from Valley West Yonkers, because yeah, that's where we shopped a lot. And this is actually not mine, but it was just lying on the ground on the escalator, literally on the escalator step. This was just sitting there, so I just picked that up because hey, why not take it? So I came off the escalator at Valley West Yonkers, so decided to take that. right here I have 2 Toys R Us rewards cards that my parents gave me after they went out of business in late June and ceased operations. Toys R Us and Babies R Us are same thing, all under one company, which is Toys R Us. So, got Rewards R Us. I have 2 of those. Right here I have 2 Toys R Us hand baskets with no handles on them. My plan is to, to clean and restore one of them, and I plan on giving another one away to one of my YouTube friends who I really know very well. So, and then on top of that, by the way, these actually came off eBay. And right on top of it, I have a vintage, I believe this is from 75, back when it was original from Brandeis, but this came above the elevator on the 2nd floor at Younkers at Valley West Mall. Not sure what year, but I believe it's original to the building, because it's got some wear and tear to it, but my plan is to at least patch it up and fix it up a little bit. I mean, this V is off. I mean, the super glue, I plan on taking on all the letters off, restoring the plastic, and then restoring the letters and super gluing them back on to make it look like new again. So that's what my plan is, intention to. And then here I have 2 Life is Ridiculously Awesome and a smaller one there, Kmart bags that came off Hubble Avenue, which of course is closing. And beneath this I have a typical thank you, gracias, that grocery bag that came off Kmart and Hickman, which really isn't that sentimental because it doesn't say Kmart on it, but it came from Kmart on Hickman and it closed, so I just figured, and hey, why not keep it? And then over here I have multiple Bon-Ton based store brand bags. I have a small Bergner's bag there, 2 big Boston store bags, a small Elderbeerman bag, a Carson's bag, and a big Yonkers bag. These actually came from Valley West Yonkers and Jordan Creek Yonkers. The problem was that they were trying to sell everything they can, but of course they ran out of Yonkers bags, so they just ended up using Bon-Ton store brand based store bags. So that's where they came from. But if you're wondering, like, hey, Super Technocat, did you go to Carson's in Illinois? No, I didn't. These came out of Yonkers at Valley West and Jordan Creek because that's all they had. So that's where they came from. And then I have a smaller Life is Ridiculously Awesome bag from Kmart and a Discover More at Sears.com grocery bag. The you know what I mean bag that came from Sears at Lindale, which of course closed in mid-July. And then I have a very unique Toys R Us bag that came from Toys R Us on University Avenue in Clive, which closed at the end of June after they ceased operations. This actually came up to me, like literally came up to me. It was blowing around in the parking lot and blowed right up to my leg as we exited Toys R Us a couple days before the liquidation sales began. Because I decided to keep it just because, you know, it had Jeffrey the Giraffe on it. So, and then right there I have 2 Toys R Us, and it says Babies R Us on it too, bags. So, yeah, I have multiple bags. And then, of course, here I have my favorite, one of my favorites. It's not sure what year it's from, but it's a clock made by Vericron. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. But it came off Hickman, the Hickman Road Kmart, which closed in early July. And I decided to keep it because, 1, I like clocks, and 2, I was amused by these numbers here because they're really big. And so I decided to keep that. And guys, I do apologize for my voice being kind of a bit wonky because I'm a little bit under the weather. So I hope to be better soon. And then right here I have typical Sears Holdings liquidation sale signs. And the manager was really nice of me to allow me to have these. But I mean, how many Sears or Kmarts have you seen these at? Huh? Weird, right? But right here I have a Sears store closing sale sign, an everything must go sign. I don't have a nothing held back just yet. And then I have a everything at least 40 to 70. Well, that was a fail, but I'll put it back up. But it's not, doesn't say just 40 to 70% off. It also has, you know, the numbers beneath it. Like, you know, 40, 30, 20. I can flip this over. This is where I took, that's why it's taped, because I took the tape off, so that's what's kind of worn off. But I have a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 right there. The 3 is permanent, so it doesn't come off. Then I have a 10 that's permanent, a 20, and then a 4. Don't have an 8 or a 9, but that's all I have. And then this is my favorite right here. A big Kmart logo that you would find in most older Kmarts. Pretty cool, huh? The thing is that this actually came out of the garden center. There were actually 2 of these, where it says, like, thank you for shopping Big K. This actually came out of the garden center, because this one was actually in better shape than the one at the front entrance, because this one had, this K here is a bit more shiny, and, you know, not as worn out as the one in the front entrance, and it's smaller than the one at the front entrance, but, you know, manager was really nice, allowed me to take it, so my plan is to eventually glue all this together and hang it up there, so that's what my intention is. And then over here, I have a going out of business sign that I believe Great American Group made and owned. Not really sentimental about that. So, but behind it, I have a Toys R Us made and branded nothing held back sign. I'm more sentimental about that one because it was made by Toys R Us. And note, I did not steal these. These came out of the dumpster. They were literally just hanging beside the dumpster. So I decided to save that because it was Toys R Us branded. I mean, it was just sitting outside, so I decided to take it because it's Toys R Us branded, so yep, saved those. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about my parts, leave a comment below. Hope to do another update once I acquire more parts, and I'll do another video then when I acquire more. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.